I forgot how to talk. How do I talk again?
You use your mouth and words come out.
Hey everyone, we're back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to
Ow!
the Fan Fiction Podcast.
Ow!
Oh,
Ow!
oh, sorry.
Ow! Rip my. It's fine, Dr. Pepper. I didn't need my ears anyway. Anyone, um, uh, hang on, guys. Hang on.
Oh, we're very professional here.
Yes, we are.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm nothing. My attention's focused elsewhere. Do your thing. Do your
oh,
thing,
oh,
guys.
I was doing my thing and then realized, oh wait, I wasn't connected to the voice chat for some odd reason. Anyways, hello
Yeah, you
everyone.
guys are.
Welcome back to the Fan Fiction Podcast. I am
Yeah,
here with
like what?
Nebula and Rolls. Today we are reading my own fan fiction. Oh dear lord.
yeah. Last
So,
week we read mine. Now we're reading Dr. Pepper's.
yeah, so this looks a little different from last time. I kind of warned people, at least everyone in here. So I updated this to make it readable. The other two haven't been untouched. This is
I
the only one
liked
that's
it
been
when it
touched.
was unreadable, though.
Uh, uh, yeah, but
it
some of us cringed
was funnier.
as
It's
it
funnier.
AKB. It was funnier, but I'm pretty sure I think I made it worse. We're about to find out together. So anyway, I will be reading my own fanfiction since you read your own fanfiction.
Okay.
Are we all ready to
Um,
Hang
I
on. I am
guess
thinking, sir, something real quick.
I guess
Okay.
so. Also, I've changed my channel name to Ralts Does Things, so
Oh,
you no
okay.
longer have to call me Cookie Pig.
Oh, well, I kind of didn't really before, but
I mean,
okay.
sometimes you would
Ralts
say
does
Cookie Pig
things.
or Ralts as we call them, so I just decided
Yeah.
to change it to
That's
Ralts.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Bit of backstory on this. This fanfiction was kind of like the spur of the moment kind of thing. It was like I really want to write a fan fiction,
Now you
so
can
I
see my
did
cursor.
3 times. This was the last one I made. I did not make one for the last letter of my
God.
team. I am, however, remaking this fan fiction. I am either gonna call it Run on Caffeine or Caffeinated Reality. Not sure yet. But yeah, I also am updated this. It looks a little bit more readable, as I said before,
Yeah, you've made them into like
or
four or
unless I
five
got disconnected
paragraphs now.
before. But yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So
All right.
Also,
So,
can I just say how
oh,
ugly this website looks?
oh
Like,
yeah,
there's just
Amino is
so
ugly,
much
but well,
crap going on.
I mean, it's supposed to be an app, originally a phone app. So, and also I noticed the online thing is not red because it's supposed to be red background.
Yeah,
So
it's pink.
it's
yeah.
it's very pink, but
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be red, but anyways, I will start reading.
oh
Dr.
oh
Walk.
wait, oh you're reading? Oh, you're reading?
Yeah, because this
Well,
is
we
his
made
own.
Rhodes read his own fanfiction, so
Oh,
I'm
oh,
gonna take the hit.
okay, all right. Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
okay, go.
take the hit for him. Anyways.
Oh, we're gonna be here. Oh, we're gonna be here longer than I thought. All right.
Well, first of all, I mean, first of all, Nebula. This is my own writing, so I know what I'm reading. I
Oh,
think.
okay, okay, okay. All
I
right.
didn't know what I was reading last time, so, but I mean, if you think you know what you're reading, then by all means.
Anyways,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
all right. Doctor, we're walking through a club while I was is narrating
Is
or
narrating.
while I was
The
narrating.
first sentence, and
Okay,
we
good job.
already have a problem.
I know. Narrating Orange Phantom story. I should have put writing, you retard. Oh wait, I mean,
Wait,
stupid.
hang
Can't say
on.
Are
that
you
anymore on the
sure?
internet.
Are you sure you don't want me to read?
Dude,
I look.
God.
It's funnier if I read my look. We made Ralph read his own fanfiction. I'm taking the hit on mine.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
who.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. All right.
alright,
All right. All right.
So,
Dr. Pepper, I have a
Okay.
question, alright?
yes.
Who is Dr. Pepper and who is the narrator?
So I'm narrating.
Yes.
Okay.
It's sort of
So who's Dr.
so
Pepper?
It's
The world
it's a
may
little
never
it's
know.
supposed to be a little meta with like the fact
Oh my
What?
that
god.
the Dr. Bird can like
What?
break the fourth wall. But I swear I'm gonna do this way better in the remake. I swear.
I
Oh
hope
my
you
gosh.
do.
I can't. I
I
can't.
I told you. Look, folks. I told you I made it. I thought I made it readable, but apparently I just
At the
made it
very
worse.
least, oh, never mind. I was about to be like, at the very least, you abbreviated your character once you said their full name, but then I looked down, I was like, no, you don't. It's not consistent. You don't do it.
Oh. Anyways, Orange Fanta's story. Wait, what?
Good
Hey,
God, that's
me. I turned to DP. Oh, hey, how are you, dude? I said,
how
does the
is this
bro hug?
happening? Whoa. Okay, hang on. So is Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper J23 two different characters? Is that what
Yeah,
this is?
Dr. J 23 is me.
But
And
Dr. Pepper
Dr.
is
is
your
my
OC.
OC.
Oh,
Yes,
oh my
I thought
God.
okay. I tried to make it
no.
distinguishable. Oh,
It's
fine, that
not
just
very
picked up the-
distinguishable.
Honey.
we haven't gone past the first line.
There's, this is a national treasure.
Oh my
Already.
goodness.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
bro grabbing his hand. Wait, his hand. What? Okay.
Does a bro hug
Grab
with him grabbing his hand, patting
his
his
hand,
back,
putting his
welcoming.
back, welcoming
Oh my
him.
god.
Very
You-
good. How about you?
What is a comma?
Oh my god.
What is a cop?
Dr.
Look,
Pepper, do you
okay,
need
I will admit. I wrote this when I was 16, apparently, at least around there. So I swear I'm better than this. You've seen me my remake.
I don't remember. Was I this
How about
bad
you,
last
DP?
time? I don't remember.
No, you were way better than this. You know how to grab her.
If hey, well, uh, no shirt was worn by this man. I mean,
Look, we at least we got past the first line. We haven't even got the first paragraph. DPS. I'm doing good. I'm just narrating a story I'm writing. As I said, I updated to make it readable. I didn't say I'd make it better.
I'm speechless.
You know what? At least you've seen my remake before you. Oh no, wait, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I'm just.
No.
we're
Oh my-
10 minutes in, by the way.
Wow.
I told you I was a horrible writer
We're
back
gonna
then. I
be-
didn't know
we're-
anything.
Okay, do
We're
you
gonna
need
be
a
here-
beta reader before you do this
I-
remake?
Yes.
But, okay.
I'm not gonna make the same mistake
I
twice.
am offering.
I told you I'm
offering-
learning.
All right, let's get back to reading. So we're not
Okay.
here.
What was
So
I?
we're not here for 2 hours.
Oh, I said I thought this was gonna take 45 minutes. I said smiling. Cool. DP said excitedly. Hey. Cool. DP said excitedly. Hey. I'm going to go back to that. Talk to you later. I said
There
before I
should be a
left.
comma there.
Before I left
No,
and go back to
period there.
narrating Phantom Story. Oh, there's no period there. Oh, of course. Okay, see you, man. DP said, patting his back and leaving myself. Alternate me.
Okay, so
Jesus.
Dr. Pepper, so Dr. Pepper, I want to interject here. So you know what this says to me? So
I
this
did
says
nothing.
so this says that you were writing the story and then you saw you saw like the second to last scene in the Scott Pilgrim movie and you were like, "Yeah, let's do that." Cuz this is exactly how that scene plays out.
I'm sorry. I sadly have not seen that.
Oh, you do.
But I wish that was my.
That's a disservice. It's amazing.
I know. But, you know what the sad thing is? I rewrote the last part of this. I don't know it's gonna be more cringier than this. Anyway,
All right. Well,
Here's-
anyway, back to.
I want to say
Dr.
something
Bird
real quick, okay?
gets the
Be-
tar. Oh, I thought. Oh, okay.
Be-
Dr. Bird gets the bartender attention. Yo, barkeep. Dr. Pepper said. He said as he sat down, "Can I get a Dr. Pepper?" Barkeep nodded and gave him a Dr. Pepper. "Thanks," Dr. Pepper said happily before
Barkeep, is that his name?
Barkeep.
Well, I mean,
Barkeep is one word.
like the bar, like the barkeeper or whatever the fudge. Like that's just
Bartender, even.
There wasn't the barkeep, it's just barkeep. So it's like
it's.
his name
I
barkeep.
understand. I swear I'm learning. I learned from this mistake.
You're learning, Dr. Pepper. We're making fun of past you, not current you.
Oh, that is true. We're making fun of past self. That is true. Oh my lord. Okay, oh my lord. So what I mean by rewrote the last part, I looked at the fight and like no. So I rewrote the fight. I still kept it the core, but I kind of rushed it because like I was at church writing it, but that's irrelevant.
You wrote it. Anyway,
Anyways.
keep going.
What was that? Where was that? Oh yes. Okay. Said happily before he took a sip as the barkeep said, you're welcome. He didn't pay for this, by the way. He kind of just
Oh my
I forgot to do that. Anyways,
Oh my
the
God,
barkeep went to cleaning a glass. While CP is drinking a Dr. Pepper and reading the Sonic comic.
The
You brought that
whole
with you
bar
you-
just cleaned the glass.
Okay. Hey. So hold on.
Is Sonic canon in the
You
Ruby
went to
universe now?
I'm thinking of it. So you went to a bar, ordered a Dr. Pepper,
Mm-hmm.
and brought a comic book with you.
Well,
a Sonic comic,
look, I would
nonetheless.
Okay, disclaimer. I want the word disclaimer on screen right now in red.
Disgusting.
I was 16, a Sonic weeaboo, a Ruby weeaboo, like
You still
in the
are.
direction of left.
But yeah, also the whole bar went to cleaning a glass.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm assuming Sonic is canon now, right?
I mean, there's no
Dude,
evidence
you
that
have
says it
3,000
isn't.
followers?
Keep reading.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Reading.
Give me
Keep
some of
reading.
that.
It gets better. It gets
Meanwhile,
better. Keep reading.
the bar was a bit active, to say the least.
Active it.
Oh, active.
Activite.
Active it.
I was supposed to say active in air quotes.
Activite.
Activite. I'm retarded.
It's this new
wait,
mega
sorry, I'm stupid.
mega stone.
Anyways, to say the least, the people were fighting, drinking, and I think having a good time, but I'm not sure if there are or not. It was a wild. It was a wild, all right. That tonight, all right.
It was wild.
Oh, it was wild, all right.
Wow.
Oh no, it was wild, all right. Okay, okay. Past self was,
Jesus.
I think, knew what he was
What's
doing. No, he
going
didn't.
on?
What am
I don't know
joking?
what's happening.
Me neither.
Okay, for what I am reading, I'm in a
Gmail.
bar
Gmail.
drinking a Dr. No, I'm in a
Gmail
bar
is what's
drinking a Dr. Pepper, reading Sonic comic while everything else is happening. I think.
Okay, now I have a question. What was the point
What?
of the first paragraph?
Well, it was supposed.
Nothing.
No, you know what? Really nothing. It was mostly like he could break the fourth wall. I was like, I need to show this. Yes, pass me. This is what you did. Yes, exactly. What was I doing? Oh yeah. All right. It was gonna get worse with a man in blue walked into the bar and orders a Pepsi on the way in. Yo, barkeep, a Pepsi. He said as the bartender got him a Pepsi and gave it to him. Here you go, sir. Bartender said.
What? Wait.
He's telling the bar to keep a Pepsi back. There's no comma there.
How
so
does? Hang on.
There's no comma there, so it's like, yo, bar, keep a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Not, yo, bar, keep a Pepsi.
A Pepsi,
yo,
yeah.
bar, keep a Pepsi.
Pass me. This is what happens when you're like you just do the first draft and like and not realize what you're doing.
Man, I'm so
That
glad.
was
I'm
me
so
with
glad
the
I'm not.
Sinful
I'm so
Pirates.
glad I'm not reading. I'm so glad I'm not reading.
Exactly. I'm taking the hit here so we can understand. I think what we're. Anyways, yo, barkeep, a Pepsi. He said as the bartender got him a Pepsi and then gave it to him. There you go, sir. Bartender said as I gave him a drink and Pepsi. gave him the drink, and Pepsi took a sip of the drink. What a
Wait,
lovely
how does
drink,
he
better
know
than
that
Dr. Pepper, he
his
said.
name is Pepsi?
No,
He
no,
just ordered a Pepsi.
no, that's his name.
But how does
Pepsi's
he?
a different OC.
But how does?
He does what? If I
Well,
wait a
no,
minute.
because this is the narrator speaking, so the narrator already knows everything.
Exactly.
Oh, right,
Yeah. So.
right. The narrator and the main character are two different people, of course. Jeez.
I
Okay.
love the idea. I love the idea that Dr. Pepper is actually just narrating to himself.
You know what?
Out
In
loud.
in his bio, I sort of did that sort of the same thing, but we'll probably never get to that.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get back to the story.
Anyways, what a lovely drink! What a lovely What a lovely drink! Better than Dr. Pepper. He said after taking after
Wait.
taking a sip. Dr. Pepper
Okay,
was
Vince.
drinking down and looked.
Okay, Vince McMahon.
Dr. Pepper is now triggered and looks at Pepsi. Oh really? You want to wait? What to bet?
Oh
I should
my
have just
God.
said you want to bet.
What is?
Dang damn it!
Are they
Dr.
really having a fight over which soda's better?
Dr. Pepper caused this fight. What?
Yeah, you started it.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, at
you
least
know, in
he's
the remake, it could have.
at least it's-
Okay, in my in the remake, it's gonna make a little bit more sense. I have more canon
I
to
mean-
deal with.
I mean, to be fair,
Anyway.
at least your self-insert is actually doing something.
That is true.
Yeah, unlike
I am doing
Eros.
something. Unlike
Eros, if you're
unlike
watching
Aaron
this,
Jets.
I wanna
But you
have a
know what?
convo
That's
with
not an
you.
accomplishment. That is not an accomplishment, my friend. Anyways. Dr. Pepper said angrily, "No need," Pepsi said overconfidently. "It's simply fact. It's simply fact," he added. "Boy, if you
Is
don't
simply fact.
take that back right now, you'll be in a world of pain."
Jesus.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper said even more angrily than before, gripping both his fists.
You sound.
"And if I don't," Pepsi asked
He
in a
sound-
smug tone.
He sounds like a Ruby fan.
I mean, he does have a hat that has Ruby on it. So
Boy,
technically,
wait.
yes.
So the Ruby anime exists in Ruby the Hold on.
Wait.
Look, Dr. Pepper breaks everything. The fourth wall does not exist with this man.
No,
can
he
do-
breaks the world building is what he
He
does.
breaks the.
Also, can we also? I appreciate the fact that 16-year-old you spelled boy B-O-I rather than
you know, as I said before, I just made it like this. I kept mostly the original dialogue in peace.
That's great. You're a good man for that. Anyway,
Yeah,
continue,
but like
please.
this like next part's coming up. I wrote this last night.
Oh,
So-
really? You added
Okay,
this bit?
all right. So we're getting an update.
But
update.
like this is mostly in a. I must stress I was in a rush because I wanted to get this out. This is so technically this is probably not gonna be my best work, but just work with me here. So what was I doing? Yes, and if I don't, Pepsi asked in a smug tone. That should be a. My dumb self
Yeah,
did
there
not
should be a quote.
put a comma right, or the quotation mark or
Quotation
whatever it's
mark,
called
yeah.
right there. If you don't, I'll make you disappear, Pepsi drinker.
That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
You
The
did
world
not
building's
just
broken,
say-
but
You did not just say Dispira.
just
I
make
am-
it disappear, because that sounds better.
Look, this is 60-year-old me. You were gonna ask him that. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Dr.
Dr.
Pepper,
Pepper-
Dr. Pepper, usually I stop slapping children at the age of 14, but sometimes there's a special sometimes there are special
You
cases.
know what, Nebula? If you discovered a time machine and you're able to use it, you have my full permission to slap me in the face.
You'll thank me
Full
later.
permission.
No, I'll just take your phone and smash it and just go, "You'll thank me later."
You'll thank me later. Oh goodness. Where was I? Pepsi drinker. Dr. Pepper said on the urge of breaking. Pepsi blasted in his face. "Wow, grow up, kid." Pepsi said, pushing Dr. Pepper
Yeah,
away.
I like
He
Pepsi.
growled. He growled and pushed back harder. Are you trying to start something, Pepsi? I thought this
Pepis.
said penis for a second
I'm
there.
just
No, I thought
imagining
he said
Pepis.
Pepis. Pepis. Pepis was supposed to be Pepsi. Asked as Dr. walked up to his face. They started. They started.
Yep, they
They
started at each
started at
other.
each
They
Oh
other
my
started.
for a
They
few
goodness.
started.
moments.
Oh,
Oh, did they stare at each other? That's what you were
supposed to be
saying?
staring at each other.
Okay.
Dang that! You had one job.
Pepis.
They stared at each other. I'm gonna correct myself on that.
Don't be such a Pepis.
They stared at each other for a few minutes before Dr. Pepper threw the first punch at Pepsi, hitting him square in the face. They started fighting inside of the club, throwing tables, chairs, and whatever else they could find. The place was a mess of chairs broken all over the floor, tables all in half, or just plain not there anymore. Dr. Pepper shooting lasers from his
What?
hands. That's a simplest, by the way. I did not establish this previously because
You
I'm a
also spelled
freaking
lasers
moron.
with a Z.
That is on purpose because I just
Ew. Disgusting. Keep reading, please.
sorry.
Let's read.
In a rush, by the way. Anyways, wait. From his hands when they were at a distance while Pepsi was shooting bullets at him with his weapon he always had on him. Both the
Wow, what
orders
a
were starting to get
sentence.
low. Oh, yes, it is. Both the orders were starting to
He
get
was
low.
shooting
I
bullets
need
at him
to.
with his weapon he always had on him. Good lord.
Don't. Don't ask me. This is what happens when you rush me.
I mean, I wrote lines
So
like that before in the last one, so you know.
okay. Anyways, uh, I need to end this soon. Dr. Bird thought to himself, not himself. You freaking idiot! From yesterday. You had one job. Anyways, as they kept finding both tired and worn out from this fight, Fifi decided to fly in close with his suit he wears to fight with and punched Pepsi in so hard he flew out the club onto the
Wait.
ground as Dr.
So he came in with the suit. No one looked at it. No one questioned why there was this dude walking around in a giant mech,
Uh,
fucking Iron Man style mech suit.
it was a backpack originally, but like I did what I see. The thing is, I'm not gonna lie, Nebula. I wanted to keep the original dialogue, but my stupid self did not think of what would happen if I rewrote this part. I was just like cringing at the fight.
Anyway, keep going.
It,
Keep going. I'm
yeah,
already
so
in pain. Keep going.
it's already in pain. Where was I? Oh fudge, what was I? Oh yeah, the suit he always wears with him, and punched Pepsi so hard he flew out of the club onto the ground and Dr. Pepper fell on the floor, tired and panting. I have a representation of that right there. Thought I'd keep that.
Oh,
I
that's
thought
what.
that said
So
floor. I
imagine
thought
Yang
that
is Dr.
I,
Pepper and
I'm so
the
used.
other guys.
I'm so used to. I'm so used to like these misspellings. I was expecting Dr. Pepper to say instead of panting, he fell to the floor, tired and paining.
Pain. Anyways,
Oh, I'm so
Pepsi
tired
laid
about this floor.
Pepsi lay down on the ground after the hard hit. He slowly got up in pain, groaning, coughing up a bit. Not Q. You. This is what happens when I don't read my work before I.
Okay, hang on. We're
A bit of
I'm
blood.
gonna do a technical difficulties bit right here. Where were we?
We back?
Yeah, we're back. Hello.
Oh yeah, okay. He was laying on the ground. Okay, Pepsi was laid out on the ground after a hard after the hard hit. He slowly. I should have put a comment there or something. He slowly got up in
Period,
pain,
probably.
groaning, coughing up, or yeah, that period. Yeah, you're right. Coughing up a bit of blood,
Q
not
bit of
Q,
blood.
a bit of blood. His aura was finally broke. It seems. So he decided to use a nearby payphone to call for his team. He was
What?
leader of to help him.
Oh, the team exists.
Wait,
uh,
do payphones
I
exist?
figured, okay. See, a part of me was gonna do his scroll, But wait a minute. You know what I should have done? I should have he pulled out his scroll. Turns out it's broken. He has to go to a payphone. That was my logic there. It was well, his
Oh,
phone probably
yeah, you
busted
probably
during the
should have
fight.
said that in there.
Yeah, I should have said that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Again, I was trying to rush. I was
Also, he
kind
has
of
to call his
rushing a little
entire
bit.
team to beat up this one guy.
Well, I'd be okay. His team wasn't there. It was mostly just him and just both of them right there. And also, I love how I completely forgot about the bartender the entire thing too.
Oh yeah, the bartender just kind of sat there and watched you two just beat the shit out of each other and did.
All of the
But-
patrons are just
so,
just not even there now. They're just
anyways, where was I? Yeah, and telling them where to meet. Also, while Pepsi was doing his own thing, Dr. Pepper was on a stool, keeping himself up off the floor, breathing heavily, burning up as his semblance makes him heat up like an oven cooking food, and also takes a beating on his
What?
body. So his semblance, if he shoots a laser, it heats him up, he kind of burns a little bit, and also strains his body. That's sort of the drawback I wanted to give him. Sort of like kind of
That
heating
could-
up and also straining his body. That was
could be done
what
better.
I wanted, because I figured his semblance was a little.
I have a few ideas on how to change his limits to something that makes a bit more
You can tell me
sense.
I'm remaking this for a reason. So
Well, I was thinking the more he shoots his lasers, the more unstable his hands become. So his lasers become less and less accurate with the more he shoots.
okay,
Um,
I'll try that. I'll give that a shot. Anyways,
and he can't
What was
shoot
that?
them
Yeah.
while his aura's up. Using Star Trek
well, I
logic,
think
because they
yeah,
can't
I-
shoot while their shields are up. So
yeah. Anyways, I think it being funny. It's surprising how he's still standing. Jeez, I overdid it. Dr. Burr said as he called for a ship. He has a ship, by the way.
What?
Is it? What? Okay, I realize this is the third prologue, but
Well then,
Jesus.
okay. You know what? Keep going. Keep going.
I,
Just keep going.
look. I want. Okay, a part of me wanted to keep sort of the general core. The idea of me updating was to keep the core aspect of it.
No, I know. Keep going.
Anyways, what was that? He owns and waited for it to get here to get home. The barkeep in all was in all. Thanks, B. In all this was hiding, and as soon as
there he is.
the fight started, and I figured I mentioned him here, but I should bring him back and be
Yeah.
have a
Bring back the
logical
best-
reason.
Bring back the best character who was just doing his job.
Exactly.
Bartender, best girl.
and all this
2020.
was hiding as soon as the fight started and had called the cops, but they didn't get there fast enough to catch catch the action, you freaking idiot. It's supposed to catch the action
Wait,
since they
why
were
is the
across
police
city.
department on one side? Wouldn't it be in the middle of the city?
Okay, so I should have established this, but I wanted to keep the general core of this. Is basically the idea was the club itself was kind of just on the outskirts of it, not on the outskirts. It's more really away from the city. It's the reason why I was saying what they were saying, and the police would have gotten there way faster, if whatever. But anyways,
Okay, and
Or is that-
I also need to say that cameras exist in the world of Remnant. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah.
did not think of that. But one step at a time, bro.
There are a lot of things you didn't think about with the story, Dr. Pepper. But
Yeah.
No, I did. Where was I?
just keep going. We're almost done.
I was had to call the cops, but they didn't get there fast enough to catch the action since they were across the city, and both of them already had left by the time they got there. Dr. Pepper slowly got onto his ship, putting it. Oh, I thought I screwed up there. gone to his ship and put it on autopilot so he can tend to his wounds or whatever else needed medical attention. Man, that place got destroyed. Whoops. It's smiling.
Okay.
Smiling a bit. No, he probably wouldn't go back there again.
Okay. Is he a huntsman? Like,
At
is he
this point, he's going to be. He's it, like
Ooh.
what I'm going to. Okay, let me explain here.
All right.
So in the remake, I'm gonna mind you, I'm gonna fix it. The remake. So he's been traveling for quite a bit because he ran away from Atlas at this point, and he kind of was trying to get the veil at this point for kind of a safe haven. So he had to sort of defend himself, and also his mother, taught him what he knows, and in fighting and whatnot. So he knows a little bit about fighting, or at least I know enough to defend himself at this point. But what was I say? Yeah. Oops. He said smiling a bit, knowing he probably wouldn't go back there again. Although I was trying to think of a word. I think I should have said meanwhile. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fight with meanwhile. Someone was watching the fight away from far away. Oh,
Yeah, from far away.
from far away. That's what they should say. I'm just correcting myself because I'm the author and I can do that.
Or just like from a distance. Oh, it also.
Or from a distance. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Again, from a distance or whatever.
Yeah.
From everything. Enjoying the front row seats. It was a woman in a red dress watching from a safe distance. I just established this. Thank you, me. She was out getting a few things when she first saw the club starting to shake and to see a few lasers fly out, and then suddenly a whole wall was gone in an open view for anyone to see what was going.
Yeah,
Thanks for describing what happened in the last.
Yes, narration. We know. We just read it.
I think what I should have done in the actual fight, because I was rewriting it, I should have been like, there was a big wall right there, like a wall gone, so that way I didn't have to be redundant as I did. But anyways, she was intrigued to say the least by the two men inside and had an idea as soon as she saw that they had stopped. The police showed up after the men had left. We'll make a great attention to our little group, the woman in red said to herself, smirking as she walked away to tell her teammates what had happened.
You said attention, it's addition.
Great addition. That's what it said.
Oh my god.
Can I read this last paragraph? Because it's really funny.
Oh.
Thanks for reading my fanfiction. That been writing, thank you so much. If you missed the last two prologues, I'll link below and you can read them here. So, have a great day. Peace.
That been writing, thank you so much.
I know.
Thanks for...
It's so good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10...
Oh my goodness. What is this?
Which one did you click?
I just scrolled down past the two links, and I'm seeing this
It's fan art.
Oh my god.
So, okay, so the bottom one is someone that, had drew my OC. The first one was a profile picture on Instagram. I just used that as, a sort of placeholder.
Oh, okay, okay, one of these is going on the thumbnail.
Okay.
But
I kind of want to read the other one, like one of the other two.
No, I can only handle so much, Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
We've only been going for 37 minutes.
I think that's all we need.
Wait a minute. We have his bio, which is linked in the bottom of the...
Oh no. Well, here.
Okay, Nebula. I fixed this.
I'm reading the bio, so
Okay.
Wait, where's the bio?
You know what? Okay, so the wiki is like his wiki, as it's supposed
Actually,
to be
never
called.
mind. I'm not because my computer just died.
Oh,
Lol.
I mean,
oh man.
I could read it.
Where? Hang
If you
on.
go,
Where's this bio?
so the okay, so if you're going down the post, it should be on the bottom. It says linked wiki entries. If you can't find it, I will link it to you.
Uh.
It should be
Oh,
on
there
the
it is.
bottom
There
of
it
the
is.
post.
Linked
I don't know
wiki
what it's look.
entries. Red Jed Doctor
Okay, so
Pepper.
Red Jet is okay. So I should probably mention Dr. Pepper. Like the whole soda names are nicknames. So their real names spell out. Their real names are different. The real names spell out Ruby, and the reason why they're still called Team Soda is because like there's already Team Ruby,
Are you in
and
the
it'd be already
chat right
confusing enough.
now?
We have Team. Oh, I put it in the
You're in.
I didn't
You're in
think
their chat.
Anyways, I will read his story. We're skipping everything else.
Okay.
I mean, that's just mostly his semblance, whatnot. We've already established this. Anyways,
Okay.
his story, his backstory. He's Dr. Okay, are we ready to read or?
Uh.
I mean, go ahead. I'm already dying on the inside.
Okay. Folks at home, okay, this was much worse before. I fixed this,
It's still,
Like-
it's kind of bad now.
but I mean, like,
To be fair,
his story
the
specifically,
material-
like,
the
I had
material-
redone this, like, I think a year later.
Dr. Pepper, in your defense, the material you're given to work with here isn't that good. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, I had updated this much better, like, a year later after I made it. So, his story, since we are not reading the other two prologues, he's a Dr. Drinker, insane, loves everyone, and hits everything, and builds a lot of machines. Too many ands, commas. His story is that he killed his mother after she had lost her
what?
I am in the middle of a podcast.
Are you?
Sorry, my brother's in
Mom,
the
I'm
background.
recording. Mom, I'm recording Minecraft.
After this, I promise. Sorry, we have a wasp nest outside of our house, like on the
Mom, I'm
carport.
recording Mom, I'm recording Minecraft.
He's actually my brother. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, it was a lot of machines. His story is that he killed his mother after she had lost her only best friend and going crazy, and he lets his cousins. I don't remember him having cousins. We'll go with it, and dad behind to try to find a better life. He had to change his name to something else, not to be caught and thrown in jail for killing his own
So
mother.
he named himself
But then he
after
remembered
a soda? A soda. A
A
soda.
soda? A soda? You want to go have your name? And so he named himself after a soda pop?
I mean, oh goodness. What was that? You remember the gift that his mother gave him? A little can of soda that was called Dr. Pepper. So he named himself after his favorite soda. He knew it would be the dumbest idea in the world to be named after a soda, but it did work. He didn't get caught for 2 years, assuming that's implying he got caught in the first place, having to fight for most of his life. But before that, he left Atlas, went to Vale to find a new life, and while he was trying to find work, he had no luck. A dead end on every job he tried to get, but to no avail.
Oh my goodness.
Get it? Because he's in Vale.
Ew.
Anyway,
That's actually the worst.
thank you. Anyways, while
You're
going
not
through
welcome.
while going through the junkyard, he noticed there was a lot of spare parts for what seemed to be weapons, and thought maybe he could make something out of it. So he decided to make up movements for money, and it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but he still had made enough to get by, and people were starting to talk about this kid by the junkyard making it some decent weaponry to start out with.
Oh my lord. This is painful.
Yeah, this is very painful. A weapon shop owner caught word of this and decided to check it out. What was all the hype about? What was all the hype about? To his finding, to his finding. I want that on screen. Someone quote that in the chat, please, or something.
Or
He sees DP making weapons for people.
Oh my
all kinds
God,
of...
Dr. Pepper, how much did you read? Did you write for? Okay, I'm okay. Step
Wait.
aside, boy. I'm reading.
Oh my God!
Okay.
This is one long.
Step aside.
Whoa!
Step aside. Step aside, Dr.
Oh my
Pepper.
God.
I am stuck. Let the professional take over right now.
Yeah, it's probably best.
Okay. That's
All
probably
right.
best.
Okay. So the owner decided. The owner decided to take him. Where was I? Where were you?
I was to his
To his
finding. He sees DP
findings.
making weapons.
Okay. Where's to his finding?
It's the second paragraph.
Second paragraph. To his finding, he sees DP making weapons of people for people of all kinds, small or big. He make weapons for anyone, and with what he could find in the junkyard, he constantly went though. Oh no, honey, honey!
Holy crap!
I'm disappointed. Your mother and I are very disappointed in you.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Anyway, so
The owner decided.
the owner decided to take him in as an apprentice to help him get better at weapons. Months later, a huge company heard about this one weapon shop selling really well, and the people making them were very good at what they do and had good the company.
What is this, a Walmart ad?
I wanted to establish things. I'm sorry.
The company then began to look into this and found DP and shop owner to be very useful for their next big project, and asked them if they wanted to help, and they agreed after. Talking about for a couple of days, and after signing a contract.
Were they
which
trying to
begins
build the Death
next
Star?
step into his journey in life, where he met the boss's daughter and fell in love almost immediately.
No, he
Disgusting.
met the boss's daughter.
Oh, oh my God! Is that her full name? Is that her full name?
The boss's daughter.
The boss's daughter.
I don't give names apparently.
He thought about the day in and day out. He couldn't get her out of his mind while doing anything. So he finally worked up the courage after days of thinking about her to ask her out, and immediately found out she wasn't interested and she was lesbian and had a girlfriend.
Oh no.
Too many M's.
Worst
Things.
Wow, that's a lot. Wow, that's triple rejected right there.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not interested. I'm also a lesbian and I have a girlfriend.
He never been rejected before by anyone so hash before in his life. He was devastated and he didn't know what to do, and so he left with tears on his eyes, feeling so hurt about it, and cried.
On his eye.
Oh my God.
He drank Dr. Pepper to help cope with his broken heart. It felt familiar to him somehow, like how he felt when he drove his fit into his mother's stomach area with no remorse.
Wait, what?
Whole thing reminded him of how his mother would comfort him, and he was sad and wished she was here now. But hey, can't win them all, I guess. After that day, he kept working and tried to forget about it. But during work, he heard a lot about huntsmen and huntresses fighting to save the world and keep people safe, and was really interested in it ever since he was a kid. ... The story would sometimes remind him of his mother, how she used to help people and take care of the needy.
This is so bad. I apologize.
Oh my God.
So I have a big question here.
Yes.
If he's gonna talk about he's gonna talk about how much he misses his mom, why'd he kill her?
I thought I had put self-defense, but my retarded self did not. Or sorry, I keep saying that word, but
he killed his mom? I'm sorry, there's such a jumble of mess of words that I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, okay, let me explain. So I thought I had put in self-defense, so my version of the story was like, so his the mother Cherry. Actually, I should have named. She doesn't have a name. I do have a wiki for her as well, but so she had lost her friend and kind of went crazy, like insane. Kind of had like a little PTSD. Uh, she started attacking people, kind of just uh, kind of just attacking people other that she was having, and that
You're
she
cutting out
attacked
a lot.
DP. However, she oh I well to give the abridged version, the mother Cherry as her name I gave her had lost a friend named Strap.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Okay. All right. Listen, Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry.
no, I was trying to get there. I'm sorry.
You're not
I'm trying
getting
to
there
get
fast.
there.
You're
But
not getting there fast enough.
yeah. So basically, she lost a friend. She slowly went insane. Kind of attacked people without really just without lot of rational thought. And eventually, Tech DP he defended himself and ended up killing.
Okay.
I put
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, Jan. Okay, Jan.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I promise this is much better than the remake.
She used to help. She used to help people and take care of the needy. He was always a mama's boy, though. Couldn't stop thinking about her even while working. One day, while taking care of a customer, a person named Pepsi walked in and was looking through the section, looking though the selection they had
True.
and thought it wasn't really good, but he saw a part that he had been looking for a while now and decided to reach for it. But little did he know DP would grab it first without acknowledging him standing right there, just trying to help a customer with something.
Acknowledging.
Pepsi got upset and tap on his shoulder. DP turned around and Pepsi said that he was reaching for that and asked if they had more of that part. And DP nodded his head. He asked him if he waited while he helped the other person. Pepsi agreed to wait for DP to get the other part like he had in his hand. He took care of the other customer and proceeding to look for the same part and couldn't find it and had to regretfully inform him that they were out of the part and had to order it. So DP went back to Pepsi and told him what had happened. Pepsi got furious and attacked DP without him explaining that he could order another part and have it in next week. DP and Pepsi fought in the store and destroyed it. Most of what was on the store, and the owner had to stop the fight.
Wait.
Okay, I should probably mention I rewrote this after I wrote the fanfiction. That's the reason why it's a little inconsistent.
Yeah, I was about to say. Wait. So have they met before then? Like, I was.
Sorry. Okay, so I should probably also explain. I should have explained. So I wrote the fanfiction first. Originally, I had the bar thing be his backstory, but I ended up changing it because of how horrible it was. And apparently, yeah.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, I mean this in the nicest way possible. The story is boring. I'm gonna be upfront with you. The story is boring.
this again. Reason why I'm making this.
Pepsi got upset and tapped on it. Wait, no, all right.
Yeah, you're way past that.
Yeah. So then,
the owner had stopped the fight.
What was on the store and blah blah blah. Pepsi left with her grudge against DP and the store owner and left angrily out of the store. DP was badly bruised and he haven't had to fight in a while.
Since he had gotten here.
Why do I do the things that I do?
Why are you like this? Anyway. DP was badly bruised. He haven't had to fight for it in a while since he had gotten here and closed shop for the rest of the day. That whole experience left an impression on him, wanting to become a hero for those who couldn't help themselves. What?
Wait.
How
Wait.
What a
What a jump! Holy crap!
Wow.
Someone beat me up. I want to be a hero.
What?
I wanna be a hero.
I'm
Pokemon
holding out for
Advance.
I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the
The
night.
night.
Oh.
He's got to be strong. He's got to be fast. He's got to be ready for the fight.
No. And he's got to be fresh from the okay, whatever.
Oh,
All right. Anyway.
Oh my. This is incredible.
And deep down to ultimately cope with killing his own mother. A spark was lit inside of DP, and eventually a fire was born to become a huntsman. He trained while he wasn't working, and on his day off, and on his off days by himself until the shop owner caught him training one day and decided to help him train. He later, down the line, applied for Beacon to join the school to become a huntsman, and now he's on a team named Soda, and finally moving forward.
Dang, damn it, me!
I gagged a little bit. He did see Pepsi again during the walk to the auditorium and having to get grudge from the one day it started with the fight. Oh my god. Shit. Alright.
We're almost done.
He was able to stand up to him when he saw him on the walk, but he knew it wouldn't be the last, becoming rivals from that day forward.
Last time.
He continued to work at the shop until he could make his own company and make a living.
Just casually make your own company.
And own his own. He never forgot about that shop owner, and thanks for everything he has done for him. His weapons did become one of the best sellers of Vale and become rich off of the huge success and help of the shop owner. He drunk Dr. Pepper, saves lives, and makes weapons for a living. Whew, that was painful.
Oh my god.
This is why I have beta testers, beta readers, and all the things. The things.
My phone's about to die. I need to make the. I'm doing my outro.
All right, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So, thank you all for watching this story, for listening to this podcast. Rolf, thank you so much once again for having me on your channel. I'm Nebula Pro 2. I do Vocaloid songs. If you're into that weeb shit, I guess. And I just recently posted a song like yesterday, and it's really sad and edgy, but it's fine because it's catchy and you guys will listen to it, right? I also have a Discord server, the Plushverse, and it is amazing. We're a closely knit community of friends, and we hope to make more friends by having you there, you, the viewer. Yes, I'm talking to you, the viewer. So I'll peace out because I'm about to die.
Okay.
So
wait, in real life or your phone?
His phone.
No, my phone.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I'm about to die in real life. The serial killer has the gun like right up to my head. He's waiting for me to finish my outro. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Alrighty, bye.
I apologize.
So now that he's gone,
you need to put a hug machine right there. The whole corner, just that corner right there, please. My past self did not realize the mistake he made 3 years ago. I apologize. I'm so sorry. This is why I'm remaking it.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm Dr. J23. I have a YouTube channel, as you probably already know. I make plushie videos, game videos, reaction videos, 23 flavors or something. What is it? I don't know all of them, but we find out together. I also have a Twitch at Dr. J23. I also have a Twitter that's also by the same name, Dr. J23. You can follow me there for updates and whatnot, and retweets and whatever else I may get myself into. And yeah, hopefully the next fight fix will be better. I hope I don't eat my own words. And I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, I was actually going to give you a critique real quick. Um, Pepsi is like the in the right. He's like more in the
Like
right
what
than
exact?
Dr. Pepper is.
Like what exactly? Oh.
Because Dr. Pepper's like giving shitty customer service. And he has the right
that
to
is
be so
kind
angry. He
of.
like started a fight because he didn't like Dr. Pepper. He didn't like the soda. Like your main character's not
So
very
my
likable. He also killed his mother. So like that's also
this is why I'm making this role. As I said before, I keep
yeah,
uh
I get it.
saying this
That's why I'm telling you this stuff
like
is
yeah, I'm aware. Don't worry, I'm fully aware. Like how I'm doing the fan fiction is where I'm remixing both these stories into like an actual story. Like the reason I would fight is because of this moment. Like, hey, you kind of cock-blocking with that part the other day. So that's like what I'm going for anyway. So that is definitely. Anything else you would like to add?
I started a Minecraft series. The first episode's out right now. Episode 2 and 3 should be out by the time this one is done. I mean, I say it's a Minecraft series. I just played an adventure map, or not even an adventure map, but a puzzle map. So go check that out.
I guess that. Mm.
It's like 20 minutes long. Um,
Uh, any more like anything else about the fanfics, or is that just about what you said? Like,
that's like my main thing besides the obvious grammar and spelling. Um, and describe fights a little bit better.
uh, yeah,
Or
I like I again. Thank you for the critiques. I personally already taken that into account, but again, I kind of wanted to write it. I don't know if I should have just left it as it is or was, but I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted. I just couldn't stand how it looked before. I made it. I don't know if I made it worse or just better. So yeah, I'm taking my time with the remake that I'm making. I'm sorry. I keep mentioning that. I'm so sorry. You see why. All of you see why now.
yeah.
And like so I taking both these stories and put them together so that way because like I could definitely do something with this story. It's just like there's an idea here I could do with this, so I'm gonna run with it for until whenever, or whatever, because like I'm writing, because I am writing my first official draft, but technically my second draft, since the remake is kind of my first draft, quote unquote. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be more consistent in like continuity wise. Uh, so yeah, yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. Also, I'm.
I'm glad we laughed. I'm glad we had a
Oh
laugh
yeah.
at this fan fiction myself. I'm as soon as we're done, I'm going to fix his bio. Like I'm at least gonna make it way better. Like edit. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna actually read it. Take the time to read it and stuff like that. But I'm gonna probably take priority with his with the fan fiction first, because that's mainly what the thing I'm gonna do. Because I'm gonna have actual everything you need for a fan fiction. Beta readers, actually writing properly grammar
There's
and everything, and actually writing in Google Docs. Google Docs. If you're writing a fan fiction online, Google Docs.
um
Google Docs, my friend.
uh,
At least I'm what I'm using anyway. So
my opinion on this bio. I think you shouldn't do it because like everything about the story should be told within the story itself. You shouldn't have to like click some other
well, no, no,
link
no, 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 no.
entirely.
Like I agree with you. That's why I'm mixing the bio, like his,
Oh, okay.
the
You're
thing that we
mixing them
read, into the story.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm doing. Like the first part, like the start of the fan fiction is describing the bar and what's going on around it, and like and you know how and next thing we know is, oh hey, there's a guy come in, describe him for a bit. Although my main my main thing I'm worried about so far is, am I taking too long, and is it boring? That's like my two main concerns. But like, you need world build. You need to set. Hey, this is where you are. Hey, this is what this character looks like. That's important. But you have to make it interesting, and
Yeah.
you're not bored out your mind. That's like the main problem I'm having, because like I'm having real second thoughts on the whole beginning part of my remake, anyways. So
And speaking of remakes, I might be doing a live stream where I rewrite the Sinful Pirates just to make it a bit more bearable.
uh,
So maybe have a
well,
short term goal instead of a long term
yeah,
one.
yeah. Roll. I see. I tried to do that with the fanfiction that you just read. Like, I tried to update it to where it's readable, like coherent
It
and stuff
didn't
like that. Written
change much.
paragraphs. Yeah, as I said before, I only made it readable. I didn't. My plan wasn't to make it better. I would, because like my whole thing is like, hey, I gotta keep what it is. Like, I gotta, keep the whole thing. I can't really touch it, because I want to keep the the core aspect of it. Because like, hey, we're laughing at past myself, so I'm gonna make it presentable. Uh, how do I? It's sort of like Volume 5. They tried to fix it with, like, they tried to touch it up. Did it work? Probably not. But they tried, so I'm gonna try. And I
Yeah.
I don't know if I succeeded. I definitely did something, and
Something happened, all right.
something did happen. Well, I had to ask, which one was more interesting to you, like the fan fiction itself or his bio? Because you were saying bio was really boring, or at least that it was.
Honestly, I think that the biggest problem with the prologue was that I had no idea what's going on, and in the bio, there's just too many things going on, and
Yeah,
there's just not a balance between like how much information's being given to me and how much isn't.
yeah, that's the reason why I'm taking so much time. Like, I'm taking my time with this, because like I want to describe, hey, this is where you are, and like what this character is and stuff like that. So I'm learning from my mistakes, because like I know how to properly write the story now. Like, I know how to properly do everything and all that. So because like I didn't know what to do back then, because like I was learning about outlining in school and stuff like that. That's really not helping me with writing. Like, since we did this fan fiction stuff like that, it's been helping me, actually think of what not to do and what to do, and like maybe get some ideas. So I've been taking like all like the information I've been given writing wise, and just using it as best I can. So, and hopefully the remake, because I kind of want to read the remake on this fan fiction, like on this podcast. Be like, oh hey, this is the 2019 version, or whatever it comes out.